Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to talk about the Cosmic Challenge. It is December 1st, 2019. I did get an email about this 3 days ago, but it was during Thanksgiving preparation time and I decided to ignore it. And honestly, I would probably ignore this event altogether if I were just playing for myself. But because I feel like I'm playing for everyone and trying to give all folks information, I thought I would take a look at this. And of course, when I say all folks, I mean everyone who has access to this particular event, because of course King will run test groups and not everyone will have access. Additionally, if I try to open this on Facebook Game Room or Mozilla or Chrome, I don't get this. I don't even get a little trophy here to show me what is available. And so I have to play this on my Win 10 app. So I have the feeling it's only accessible through either Win 10 or through a mobile app. So first you have to have your profile selected to be able to get this, and then you have to play through a certain device or browser that allows you access. So here we go. I've got 45 hours. Presumably I had an extra, 3 days to do this when this first started. But 45 hours for this event, and I know that it's a multi-phasic event, that there are several steps here. So let's see if we can find out about it. It says Cosmic Climb. Collect stars and win a chance to customize a character. Okay, so it says win a chance to customize a character. So even if I do what I'm supposed to do, I still only have a chance to get this done. And I'm sure customizing a character is a pretty tricky thing. So I would imagine it's going to be very selective. All right, so I'm number 19 on the leaderboard. Let's open up the leaderboard and see. So there I am with 0 stars. And I'm ahead of players 20 and 21 who also have 0 stars. And I cannot scroll up to see who's above me higher than level 17, which is a disappointment because I don't know how many stars have been collected. But I will tell you that anytime there is a leaderboard involved, that leaderboard will change. Like for Dexter's Space Race, sometimes I'll start out and I'll have a certain group of people, and then once I start collecting stars or I guess it's color bombs, the list of folks will change. And it seems to try to suit me to groups of people who are at about the same level I am. So if I start playing the event right away, then it puts me in with people who've also started playing the event right away and have a greater number of color bombs. But if I wait until right before the event closes and I start playing, it puts me in with a group of lower achievers, I'll say. So that's interesting. But let's go ahead and see if we can get more information about this here. So, this is going to tell us, this is going to tell us absolutely nothing. It says mobile only. Make sure you're using a mobile device. Well, I'm the last adult American to never have owned a mobile device, so that's impossible for me. That's a disappointment, but I do know of other ways to try to get information, so let's see if the Cosmic Climb info is listed anywhere else. Otherwise, I won't be able to share much with you. Okay, so I know that when I want info, and this is a relatively new thing, if you don't know about it, you may want to investigate. I go to the pink gear and I go to the question mark, and this is the Help Center. So here it says, welcome to the Help Center, and oh, here we go. We've got lots of different topics here that we can look at. And top of the list here is the countdown to the Cosmic Climb. So let's see what we're in for with this. What is it? A rare aurora borealis has appeared in the night sky above the Candy Kingdom. 3 mountains stand between players and the prize as phenomenal as the northern lights themselves. So 3 mountains means that this is a multi-phasic game. There are 3 different parts to it. That's what I'm interpreting right now. And if I can achieve this, I get a prize as phenomenal as the northern lights, which of course is, creating a character. All right, so each mountain has its own leaderboard, and players will get the chance to climb each one by collecting stars. Right away, this is a bit disconcerting to me because anytime you need to collect stars to do something, you're at a strong disadvantage if you are the kind of person who really competes against himself in Candy Crush and who wants to make sure he's always at the very top of the map and plays the newest levels as soon as they come out, and also tries to achieve things like the sugar stars, because you're collecting all 3 stars on each level all the way up if you do that. And so there aren't very many stars that you'll be able to collect in this event. So that gives me huge red flags right in front of my eyes saying that there are going to be some people at a very strong disadvantage for this opportunity. Anyway, let's continue reading and see if I am confirmed in this thought, or this is an incorrect theory based on what other information we get. All right, so we're going to climb each one by collecting stars. Those who reach the top of the last leaderboard will harness the power of the Candy Cosmos and win the chance to customize a Candy Crush Saga character. Okay, so here again we have win the chance. So if I make it through all 3 phases and I'm at the very top of the leaderboard, it's still just a chance. It then becomes kind of a raffle. Wow, so not a big payoff, but maybe there'll be other prizes. Let's go ahead and check and see what happens. What can I win? Play the game you love, and you could be the ultimate winner of a prize that money cannot buy. Oh, that was very descriptive. Thank you very much. All right, as magnificent, as phenomenal as the Northern Lights themselves, customize a character. It says ultimate winner. To me, that suggests 1. Maybe there are ultimate winners. We'll try to see if we can figure that out. How do I play? No extra skills or gameplay to learn. The event leaderboard will count the stars you collect as you play your way up the game map. Okay, so it's just by playing levels. And the leaderboard will keep track of the stars. All right, it says the leaderboard will let you track your progress and that of other players. Well, only a few other players, is my experience. Keep checking your position and crush those candies to stay high on the list. Only new stars or stars missed from previous levels will count. Okay, so that kind of confirms what I was concerned about for those folks who are really invested in the game. You'd think that if one is truly invested in the game, something like being able to customize a character would be an amazing reward. And yet those people are at a strong disadvantage. So I'm not terribly thrilled with this, but let's just keep going. At the end of each challenge, players in the top 10 positions will make it to the following round and climb the next mountain. So you don't have to be number 1, you just have to be in the top 10 in order to get to the next area. So what that's telling me right away is that I don't necessarily want to shoot for the top level, because I don't want to collect so many stars that I'm at a disadvantage for the second and especially the 3rd phase of this, because I need to collect a lot of stars in order to make it to the top 10 spots of the leaderboard, probably when I get to the 3rd part, because I'm going to be against other people who've also passed the first 2 levels. And I probably don't want to start this game right away. I want to start right before it expires so that I can be grouped with the underachievers who are also not collecting very many stars. But I want to give myself enough of a chance so that I have time to earn as many stars as I need to take. I would say probably the 8th or 9th position. If I leave it to the 10th position and someone gets a star right at the very end, I'll be very disappointed. If I can even get to this. I mean, this seems so intricate. And I have very little faith in myself that I'll be able to make it to the 3rd part of the challenge, because I don't think I'll be interested enough to pursue it, and there are a lot of strikes against me already. Okay, so let's keep going here. It says, let's see, to move to the next stage, it's essential that you return to the game at the end of the first round to discover if you're in the top 10 or not. So we're going to have to be very cognizant of this timer ticking down. We're going to have to pay attention so closely and make sure that we're around to be sure that we're in the top 10 and then to advance on to the next round if we can make it. In the grand final round, only the top players will receive the ultimate reward. Oh, the top player. I misread that. Only the top player will receive the ultimate reward and customize the Candy Crush Saga character. So this suggests that it's not random, that it's the very top person who will receive the ultimate reward. This unique character will then feature in a forthcoming candy event visible to everyone who plays. I'm concerned because we've got different information here than we've had previously. After each stage ends, the leaderboards update and the winners move forward. Each player's total stars will be reset to 0 and you'll begin to collect again. Stars collected from each leaderboard will not carry over to the next event leaderboard. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, if they were cumulative, then it would be an advantage to collect as many for this first qualifying round. But because they don't carry over, I do want to collect the bare minimum. All right, here we go. How can we collect stars for the Cosmic Climb? Focus on new levels. In these levels, you can earn a maximum of 3 stars for the event. Sugar stars will not count. Thusly, if you already have collected 3 stars, focus on other levels in which you may have 1 or 2 stars. There's that disadvantage coming up again. Who can play? The Cosmic Climb will appear in your game in the next few days. Keep a lookout for pop-ups in-game and tab the event button visible on the map screen. I did not understand that sentence at all. Let me try that again. Keep a lookout for pop-ups in-game. Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to be a grammar Nazi here, but... Alright, I'm just having a hard time. Keep a lookout for pop-ups. I'm going to replace this hyphen with the word the. In the game, and tap the event button visible on the map screen. So if you are going to have access to it, you will have an event button. That's if you have access. It doesn't tell us that some folks won't have access, and I know that's the case. All right, when can I take part? As the event is playable in stages, we'll keep the leaderboards updated as the challenges take place. Track your place in the scores, keep matching those candies and collecting the stars to make sure you come out on top. It does not say when I can take part. That did not answer that question, in my opinion. All right. Oh, here, event schedule. This is more closely related. Qualifier round begins November 28th, ends December 3rd. So on December 3rd, I'm going to have to be very aware of what's going on. Semi-final round begins December 6th and ends December 9th. And the big final round begins December 13th and ends December 16th. So, yeah, we just have a few days, 3 days for each of these rounds. And everything should be finished by December 16th. So hopefully we'll get results after that. So if I'm not going to be available for a chunk of this time, then I shouldn't even attempt to play this. Important things to know. Each leaderboard group needs 30 players before they can take part. To be guaranteed to be in a group, start the event early. Oh, there's a twist. Once the event has begun, enter the game as early as you can to have the best chance of being in a group. Wow! So even if I get into the profile group that gets this, and even if I sign in through an app or mobile device, and even if I play on the day of to get some stars, that doesn't even guarantee that I'm going to be in a complete group of 30. So there could be 29 really disappointed people, at least. I'm not sure how they do this, but anyway, that seems really sad. So I think what I'll do is I'll try to earn 1 star for this first phase, and then just keep it at that until close to the time that this first phase is supposed to end, and then I'll try to get more stars to get up the leaderboard if I can see how many stars I need. And then it says, connection to the internet is essential to play Cosmic Climb. If you play offline or in airplane mode, your progress will not be tracked and your score will not be validated. So that's important to know, that you have to be connected. That's kind of obvious, but it's good for us to hear that. And we need to be part of a group, and we don't get to determine how people become part of a group. So that's all the information we have. it's not very clear in a lot of ways, and in some ways it's contradictory. Is there going to be one person who's at the very top of the leaderboard who has indeed collected the most stars for that final round? Or if you make it to that final round and you collect X number of stars, are you then entered into some sort of raffle lottery system where you get a chance to win? It's a bit confusing, but this is the information that we have available currently. I hope that this was helpful. If it was, I'd ask that you folks consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. We can try to figure them out together. If you've got additional information, if you've been playing, I would love to hear your information on that. And as always, thank you so much for watching.